Is there a concern, at least when it comes to increasing water pollution at the Kumbh? National Green Tribunal has flagged the water pollution in Prayagraj, and considering, remember, we are talking about crores of people who have come so far in that arena. The NGT has said, and I quote it here, high levels of fecal bacteria has been reported from Kumbh Ganga water, increase in fecal concentration in the water. Primarily, the water quality is not being maintained. Remember, this is as much about administration. Of course, it's on the government, on the administration. Isn't it also as much about the people, the devotees who are going into that pious sangam? What is this fecal bacteria that's coming in? So everyone wants to go take a dip, but neither the administration nor the people are ensuring that the area is kept clean. Despite, remember, we've seen so many efforts that have been put in. So that's the latest. The National Green Tribunal has said primary water quality is not being maintained, increase in fecal concentration in the water. There are high levels of that bacteria in the Ganga water. This is what we call Maha Ganga, the most pious river, the Sangam, where crores of people are flocking to. And yet, it makes me feel terrible to say that there's fecal bacteria. Isn't it as much fault of the people, the devotees, or is it the lack of administration arrangements there in the Maha Kumbh? Anisha Mathur is joining me for the latest on that. Anisha, tell us more. How has the NGT reached this point? Have there been certain samples that have been taken? And what has led the NGT to say what they've done?
Well, Pooja, this issue has been before the NGT regarding the cleanliness of water in the Ganga and the Yamuna has been monitored since 2022. And just last year, as the Maha Kumbh was coming closer in December 2024, the NGT had directed the authorities to ensure constant monitoring of the Ganga waters, specifically because the Maha Kumbh was coming, and during the Maha Kumbh to ensure that there is no untreated sewage coming into the Ganga. Now, what the CPCB, the Central Pollution Control Board report says, is that before the Maha Kumbh, like on 12th and 13th of January, which was the first Snan days, even the biochemical oxygen demand, which shows how much biomatter is there in the rivers, which includes rivers, sewage effluents, etc., that was also quite high. However, the BOD decreased because there was fresh water released into the river from upstream for the Maha Kumbh. After the 13th of January, at least the BOD, which determined whether the water is even safe to step into, that came into sort of controllable levels, except at one point, which is the Lord Curzon Bridge on the River Ganga, which is also one of the ghats where the dip is happening. The second point that the CPCB has raised is that the primary water quality because of fecal coliform bacteria at all monitored locations, on all occasions, has been high because of the huge number of people taking a bath at Prayagraj during Maha Kumbh Mela, including the auspicious bathing days. What they've done is given a table breaking down on what was the situation on the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. They've been taking samples every single time, and the amount of bacteria has increased over time. So, and what they're saying is that there are sewage treatment plants are there. They've been found to be operational, and disinfection facilities are working. But they haven't given a reason why it seems to be that everything seems to be not complying when it comes to the water quality levels. They've put in multiple monitoring mechanisms in place, and all of them show that while monitoring is being done, the water quality is reducing. So that is why now the NGT has called UP Pollution Control Board officials. The hearing will happen now tomorrow, that is Wednesday, to find out what exactly has happened, what can be done about this, because there is a high level of fecal coliform bacteria.
Is there also then perhaps a reason now to curtail the numbers, to restrict it? Because we cannot be tampering with Maha Ganga, the river we consider so holy and so pious, if there's fecal bacteria being found in it. Is this as much a lack of arrangement, lack of maintenance, Or is this also about lack of collective failure from people to not show respect to the river? Is this something that needs to be taken more seriously than simply Kumbh, where so many people have come? Immediate decisions should be taken with this regard. Anisha, thank you very much for now.